All right, welcome to Heads Up Winnipeg. This is your weekly intelligence briefing, your game plan for saving money on groceries. We know you're busy, so let's just jump right in.
Okay, let's kick things off with the number you really care about, 18 bucks. Yep, that's what you could potentially save this week alone if you shop smart.
So, how do you pocket that extra cash? Well, this week, the data is screaming one thing. The biggest wins, the cheapest baskets, go to the store juggler. That means not sticking to just one store. Let's break down exactly how you can do that.
First up, let's look at the big picture. And hey, there's some good news. We're actually seeing a little bit of relief across the city. Prices are down about 2% on average, and that's mostly thanks to better deals on veggies and baking supplies.
All right, let's get into the specifics. Who are this week's store champions? We're going to tell you exactly where to find the absolute best value, category by category.
For produce, your carrots, onions, all those fresh staples, FreshCo is the undisputed winner this week. No contest. They've got the lowest per kilogram prices in the city.
Okay, moving on to the pantry. If you need to stock up on things like rice, canned goods, all those essentials, No Frills is where you want to be. They are taking the top spot for value, hands down. Their prices on the basics, just unbeatable right now.
And what about protein? Well, FreshCo does it again. Our spotters found chicken breasts for under 12 bucks a kilo at their St. Vital store. That is a fantastic find.
Now this really shows you the cost of loyalty. Look at this. A standard 20-item basket at Superstore is almost $12 cheaper than the very same basket at Sobeys. It's a perfect example of why shopping at just one store can really cost you.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that every store has its strength. Think of this table as your cheat sheet. You go to FreshCo for produce, No Frills for those deep discount pantry items. You get the idea. Knowing where to go for what is the whole game. Okay, let's get even more specific now. We're going to build a smart shopping list based on your needs, and we'll kick it off with two of the biggest groups out there, families and students.
All right, for all you busy families out there trying to keep the fridge full, listen up. The savings on your key essentials are huge this week, but, and this is a big but, only if you know exactly where to go.
And the data couldn't be clearer. No Frills is your headquarters for eggs. We're talking $2.99 a dozen and diapers. But remember what we said? FreshCo has the best price on chicken. So splitting that trip between the two, that's where you save the real money.
Okay, now for all the students and singles out there. If you're shopping for one or just trying to stick to a tight budget, the good news is that quick, affordable meals are holding steady. No major price shocks this week.
Your absolute best bet is to hit up the No Frills near the university. I mean, you can grab ramen, some pasta, even an energy drink, all for under $5. That's a clear win right there.
All right, let's talk about specialty diets. If you've got specific needs, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. Here's your personalized intel for anyone doing keto or gluten-free.
So, for the keto crowd, we are seeing some protein prices creep up a little, probably due to some supply stuff. But the good news is that your key staples like avocados are stable and still really affordable.
And again, the numbers don't lie. No Frills is where you'll find the cheapest keto basket this week. You're going to save about $2 on a haul of ground beef, cheese, and nuts compared to their closest competitor. Every dollar counts. Now, over in the celiac corner, look, we know gluten-free products are still pricey, but the prices are stable, and knowing exactly where to shop can make a huge difference to your wallet. And just to put it in perspective for you, a loaf of gluten-free bread is still about 240% more than a standard loaf. It's crazy, but here's the intel you need. No Frills has the lowest price in the city right now, coming in at $5.99. Okay, so we've got all this data, all this intel. How do we pull it all together into one winning game plan? Well, here it is. Consider this your final mission briefing for the week.
This strategy is super simple. Step 1, shop by category, not by store. Forget store loyalty. Step 2, create what we're calling a power pairing. You're going to hit FreshCo for produce and then swing by No Frills for your pantry stuff. And step 3, the final touch, stack those loyalty apps. PC Optimum and Scene Plus are where you'll get the best returns this month.
And last but not least, your stock up alerts. These are those limited time deals designed to get you maximum savings. If you see butter at Superstore, that chicken deal at Sobeys, or the canned beans at No Frills for under $1, grab them. Seriously, don't wait.
And that is your weekly Heads Up. You now have all the data, all the intel you need to build the smartest, cheapest grocery basket in all of Winnipeg. So, the only question left is, how are you going to build yours? Happy shopping!